Attention Generals, this is Jess LeBeau from the EndWar Online team here at Ubisoft Shanghai. Today we have a special announcement for you. After several rounds of successful tech assault tests, we're kicking off the closed alpha test today. And to celebrate this important milestone, we'd like to give you a first look at the version some of you will be playing starting today. Please keep in mind that this footage is from a very early build. Much of what you see here is going to change as the game develops and as we fine-tune the gameplay based on the data and feedback we received during the alpha. There's quite a lot in this version, so let's get started. As soon as you start the game, you get to make your first big decision. Which faction should I side with? For this alpha, we only let you choose between Europe and Russia. At a later stage of testing, more factions may be introduced and join the war. In EndWar, there are no good guys or bad guys. Both factions have plenty of cool units and tech, so in the end, it's more about choosing the side that you think seems coolest, or more practically, the one that matches your personal playing style. Think carefully before you make your choice. For this alpha, you can only play one faction per account, and you won't be able to change after you've made your decision. We're going to pick Europe for this walkthrough. Your journey as general begins in your HQ. This is the heart of the RPG element in EndWar Online, and the equivalent of a persistent avatar in an MMORPG. As you progress in the game, and become a more and more respected leader, your HQ will improve visually, sporting more impressive buildings and animated props. HQ is where you manage your army's progression, recruit commanders, unlock more unit classes, and research and craft new technology and weapons. Let's start with the bare necessities, by rebuilding some key military zones to get our troops in the marching order again. In EndWar, you don't actually build units, you recruit commanders, each of whom comes with their own unique units and skills. Some commanders are easily unlocked early in the campaign. Others are harder, requiring larger amounts of fame in order to be persuaded to join your side. Finally, some of them can only be unlocked by completing certain objectives or participating in special events. Commanders come in 9 unit classes: AAV, tanks, gunships, infantry, artillery, air support, air intercept, air transport, and drones. Not unlike a battle card game, the goal is to build the best deck of commanders whose skills match the challenges set out by any given mission. In this alpha, there are 18 commanders per faction for you to recruit. More will be added in later testing phases. Duty calls as the first battle is upon us. 10 years of endless war have put the Eurofed on its knees, and rebel troops are at the door of the capital. Let's teach them a lesson. This first battle is a tutorial, and shouldn't be a problem for a seasoned general like you. Okay, it's time to start deploying some units along the path to repel the invading force. Here you are taught the basic controls and combat gameplay. Tanks beat AAVs, AAVs beat gunships, and gunships beat tanks. This represents just the very basic core combat chain. There will be many more unit classes and advanced tactics to be introduced as you progress. That's it! We did it. The rebels' offensive has been thwarted, but you're going to need a bigger army to reconquer Europe. Time to head back to the HQ to recruit and upgrade. Upgrading unit zones increases the hit points and damage per second for all your units from a given class. As a general rule, upgrade early and often. Training heroes increases your unit's stats and also gives you access to enhanced combat abilities. You can speed up the process by spending some gold, which you can earn by completing quests. Here's a pro tip. The more you use a commander in battle, the more XP he or she will gain. The more XP a commander has, the faster the training process, and the cheaper the cost of speeding up the training. This commander is now level 2. You'll see his AAV skill level and attributes have increased. Now that we've upgraded, it's time to strike back and head to the campaign screen. This is the Eurofed campaign map. In the alpha version, there are 5 chapters, 36 missions in total, every one of them available in 2 difficulty levels and with several optional objectives. It should take you a while to finish all this content, and of course, more will be added at a later date. Winning battles yields a host of rewards: energy necessary for upgrades and training, fame which is required to recruit heroes, and if you perform well, some equipment parts that can be used to craft new weapons and equipment for your units. After you complete a campaign chapter, usually 7 or 8 missions, you will be able to start collecting energy from the associated territory. To do that, however, you'll first have to rebuild the energy center in your HQ. It takes some time to generate energy, so you can choose how and when you want to collect it. The longer you wait, the more energy you will collect. But collecting more frequently is more efficient and means you will have more to use immediately. Once your own level is high enough, you'll be able to rebuild the lab zone and start crafting equipment upgrades. This is a brand new feature introduced for the first time in this alpha. Using the parts that you win in battle, you'll be able to craft new weapons and gear that will improve your unit's stats. The rarer the item is, the more it improves your stats. After completing Chapter 1, the PvP mode is unlocked. After that, you can access the PvP lobby at any time by clicking on the globe icon in the bottom left of the game UI. For the alpha, we've restricted PvP to 1v1 skirmishes, so you won't be able to matchmake with your friends, although this option will be coming very soon. And you'll only be able to do battle against players from the opposite faction. War is more fun with friends, so in this alpha, you can add friends to your friends list and even create your own guild, complete with guild chat and basic guild development tools. Leaderboards are working as well, so the best of the best will not only have bragging rights, they'll have concrete proof of their exploits. The Theater of War, EndWar's infamous faction versus faction metagame, won't be open when alpha starts, but you can already spot some of the resource hotspots that the factions will be fighting for in the coming months. Keep playing to access more advanced units that will open up whole new tactical options. These will come in handy in the later battles of the campaign and PvP matches against higher level players. Also, keep an eye out for consumables, such as supply drops that grant you extra units to deploy, and weapons of mass destruction that are making their comeback in this version. So, that's all there is to it. Let me finish this walkthrough with some friendly advice. Play the quests. They will give you cool rewards, sometimes even unlocking unique commanders. So don't forget to check them and try to complete them, even if they are optional. Check in daily to get your daily rewards, and don't forget to check the PvP screen for the daily PvP bonus. Last but not least, we'll kick off the first in-game event as soon as the alpha is launched. Build the most advanced HQ and climb the ranks in PvP mode to become the Supreme General. The top players of the event will receive exclusive rewards, so make sure you're amongst them. Alright generals, that pretty much sums up all you need to know to get started with EndWar Online Alpha. We're extremely excited to begin prolonged public testing of our game and are looking forward to slowly but surely increasing the number of players. Again, keep in mind that everything we've shown you in this walkthrough is from an early alpha build and as such is still very much a work in progress. We want all of our alpha players to have a great time, but we also need to find and squash bugs, so if you find one, please let us know. Stay tuned at endwaronline.com and follow the official Facebook page for more information on the alpha and the in-game events. And if you would like to be selected for participation in the alpha or future tests, be sure to take the beta boost missions and try your luck at the daily alpha lucky draw. See you soon on the battlefield.